Welcome to this journey beneath the surface, where we will uncover the fantastic and diverse world of our ocean's ecosystem. The ocean, an entity so massive that it covers more than 70% of our planet's surface, is not just a vast expanse of water. It is a complex, interwoven system teeming with life, from the smallest plankton to the largest blue whale. It's a living, breathing entity that not only supports a multitude of life forms, but also plays a vital role in regulating our planet's climate. The importance of the ocean's ecosystem is beyond measure. It's an intricate web of life where every creature, no matter how big or small, plays a significant role. The ocean is like a massive, global engine driving weather, regulating temperature, and ultimately supporting all living organisms on Earth. Dive with us now into the deep blue to discover the wonders of the sea. The ocean, much like our atmosphere, is divided into different layers, each with unique characteristics and inhabitants. Let's dive in and explore these fascinating layers. The topmost layer is the sunlight zone, stretching from the surface to about 200 meters deep. This is the ocean as we typically envision it, bathed in sunlight, teeming with a wide array of life. From the smallest plankton to the largest whales, the sunlight zone is a bustling hub of activity. Below the sunlight zone lies the twilight zone, extending from 200 meters to a depth of approximately 1,000 meters. Sunlight here is scarce, creating a perpetual state of semi-darkness. This is the realm of bioluminescent creatures like the anglerfish and the giant squid that create their own light to hunt and communicate in the dark. Venturing deeper, we enter the midnight zone, which plunges to 4,000 meters. Here, darkness reigns, and the pressure is immense. Yet life persists. Sea spiders and deep-sea jellyfish, among others, have adapted to these harsh conditions, demonstrating the tenacity of life. At the very bottom, we find the trenches. These are the deepest parts of the ocean, with depths exceeding 10,000 meters in places like the Mariana Trench. Here, life is sparse, but not absent. The pressure is extreme, the temperatures are near freezing, and food is hard to come by. Yet creatures like the fangtooth fish and the goblin shark call this unforgiving environment home. Each layer, from the sunlight-kissed surface to the pitch-black abyss, is a world unto itself. The conditions vary dramatically, and so do the life forms that inhabit them. These layers are not just stacked on top of each other, they interact, making the ocean a dynamic, interconnected ecosystem. Each layer holds its unique secrets, contributing to the complex tapestry of marine life. The ocean, a beautiful and vibrant canvas, teeming with life in all its magnificent forms. From the tiniest plankton, the twinkle-like stars in the deep, to majestic blue whale, each creature adds a unique brushstroke to this underwater masterpiece. Let's plunge in and marvel at the incredible palette of our oceans. Every corner of the deep blue stretches before us, a wonderland waiting to be unveiled. From the colorful explosions of the coral reefs to the enigmatic depths of the abyss, each habitat reveals a unique scene in nature's grand exhibition. Observe the coral reefs, fondly labeled as the sea's rainforests. Despite occupying less than 1% of the ocean floor, they are the bustling home to a quarter of all marine species. Here, clownfish weave between the stinging tentacles of sea anemones, cloaked in a protective mucus. Nearby, parrotfish nibble on the reef's algae, their beak-like jaws chomping at coral, expelling it as sand. In the tranquil expanse of the open ocean we find Earth's largest inhabitants. The blue whale, a gentle leviathan that can reach up to 100 feet long, feasts on tiny shrimp-like animals called krill. Despite its size, this colossus thrives on the smallest of meals. In the icy pitch-black depths of the ocean, life has found ways to adapt to such harsh conditions. The anglerfish, with its haunting luminescent lure, lures unsuspecting prey in the lightless abyss. Then there's the legendary giant squid, a dweller of these depths, with its existence verified only recently. In these vast and diverse habitats, marine creatures have evolved incredible adaptations for survival. Some, like the mantis shrimp, possess the fastest punch in the animal kingdom. Others, like the immortal jellyfish, can revert to their immature form after reaching maturity, essentially giving them the gift of immortality. From the microscopic to the colossal, each creature contributes to the ocean's delicate equilibrium. They are the artists, the architects, and the performers of an underwater masterpiece, each adding their unique touch in sync with the rhythms of the sea. Each creature, in their myriad forms and vibrant colors, adds to the vibrant tapestry of life beneath the waves. The ocean, vast and powerful, plays a critical role in regulating our planet's climate. Our world is not just terra firma, it's also a blue planet teeming with life. Oceans cover more than 70% of the Earth's surface, making them the largest solar energy collectors on Earth. They absorb an incredible amount of sunlight, and with it, heat. This absorption and release of heat is a major driver in global weather patterns. You've probably heard that trees are the lungs of our planet, but did you know that oceans are also a significant source of our oxygen? Tiny marine plants called phytoplankton contribute up to 50% of all oxygen produced on Earth. Yes, every second breath you take, you owe to these microscopic marine marvels. Now let's talk about carbon dioxide, a key player in global warming. Oceans act as a massive sponge, soaking up about a quarter of all CO2 emissions humans produce. This process helps slow the rate of global warming, but it also leads to ocean acidification, a whole other can of worms that poses significant threats to marine life. But there's more. The ocean's role in climate regulation isn't just about heat and gases, it's also about a process known as thermohaline circulation, a global conveyor belt of sorts, driven by differences in temperature and salt concentration. This circulation redistributes heat around the globe, and its impact on climate is monumental. For instance, it's what gives Western Europe its relatively mild climate. However, this circulation is delicate. Increased freshwater from melting ice caps could disrupt it, potentially causing significant changes to our climate. In essence, the ocean is our planet's thermostat and its lungs. It's a complex, finely balanced system that we're only beginning to understand, and it's under threat from climate change, pollution, and overfishing. The ocean, in its ceaseless motion, breathes life into our planet and shapes our climate. Let's remember this as we strive to protect and preserve this incredible, life-sustaining force. Our oceans, while expansive and resilient, face numerous threats that we, as a global community, must address. First, let's talk about pollution. Every year, millions of tons of plastic and other debris are dumped into our oceans, posing a severe threat to marine life and ecosystems. These pollutants can choke, entangle, and kill marine creatures, as well as degrade and destroy their habitats. The damage doesn't stop there, as these pollutants can also harm human health and economies by contaminating seafood and littering our beaches. Another major threat is overfishing. Our oceans are not an inexhaustible resource. Overfishing depletes fish populations faster than they can replenish, threatening the balance of marine ecosystems and the livelihoods of communities that depend on fishing. It's a vicious cycle that we must break. And then there's climate change. Rising temperatures and ocean acidification caused by increased carbon dioxide levels are devastating coral reefs, creating so-called ocean deserts devoid of marine life. The consequences are far-reaching, affecting biodiversity, food security, and coastal protection. So what can we do? It might seem like an overwhelming task, but there are actions we can take to help preserve our oceans. Firstly, reducing, reusing, and recycling can significantly cut down on the amount of waste we produce and ultimately ends up in our oceans. Next, we can make smarter seafood choices by opting for sustainably sourced fish and shellfish. This can help reduce the demand for overfished species and promote more sustainable fishing practices. Lastly, we can support policies and organizations that protect our oceans. This includes advocating for laws that limit pollution and overfishing, and donating to or volunteering with conservation organizations. Everyone has a role to play in preserving our oceans. It's not just about saving the whales or the coral reefs, but also about safeguarding our own future. After all, healthy oceans mean a healthy planet. The health of our oceans is the health of our planet. Together we can make a difference. Our journey beneath the waves has come to an end, but our responsibility to protect and cherish our oceans has just begun. We've delved into the enchanting layers of the ocean, each one teeming with unique and marvelous marine life. We've learned about the vital role our oceans play in climate regulation, acting as the Earth's thermostat and carbon sink. But we've also uncovered the threats our oceans face, from pollution to overfishing and climate change. Yet in the face of these challenges, we've discovered how we can help. From reducing our plastic use to advocating for marine protected areas, we all have a role to play in safeguarding our oceans. The journey doesn't stop here, though. Keep learning, keep advocating, and keep spreading the word about the beauty and importance of our oceans. Thank you for joining us on this deep-sea exploration. Remember, every wave we save counts. Until next time, keep discovering.